So, like, what is the deal with John Narita Jr. and why he's apparently bad at drawing all of a sudden? Can someone riddle me that? Because I just don't know why people think that. Personally, I've met John Romita Jr. twice now, I think, and he's always been very kind. I met him because I like The Flash, and he drew for The Flash, and I didn't know but Spider-Man and everything too. But I met him, and he was like one of the nicest people I met. I met him at Terrificon 2024, and he was amazing, you know? So I don't know why everyone's hating on him. He even did this for me. I bought an empty Flash book, and he drew the Flash as Wally West, and he put his I don't know, he put his signature right there. What? And for everyone saying, "Oh, you actually just bought this?" This thing's just because I didn't want to take it out of the sleeve because I think it's pretty cool. But still, John Romita Jr. is one of the most legendary writers in all of Marvel, and I think that it's important that we celebrate that. And John Romita Sr. also is awesome because he created the likes of he was co-creator from Mary Jane Watson, The Punisher. He helped design the look of Wolverine. He also co-created Kingpin and Luke Cage. What? And then John Romita Jr. Oh my gosh, this guy. He made some of my favorite Spider-Man stories. It's just awesome. He also created Kick Butt, so that's cool. And he co-created Ned Leeds, Hobgoblin, Morlun. Seriously? Morlun? Bruh. And the Prowler at 13 years old. 13 years old. Oh my gosh. It's crazy because I just don't understand why many people are angry at him. Because personally, he's awesome. Like, I understand the cover may look bad. Put a photo of the cover up. Thank you. The cover may look bad. It's his sign-off from one of his longest running runs in forever. Every single Amazing Spider-Man that you see from like the early 2000s, I think, to now has been John Romita Jr. on and off, but still. And I just, I look up to him. And I met him. I'm the first guy to say, hey, I love that guy. That's my guy right there. So, that's just my tidbit on the corner of the internet. So, yeah. That's all from me from CAM TV. Love you, John, and I hope I'll see you again someday. Bye, everyone. So I got a question for you guys. What do you guys feel about the Marvel DC combinations that they've been making? Like, for instance, let me adjust this for a sec. For instance, Deadpool and Batman, Superman and Spider-Man, stuff like that. How do you guys feel about that? Because personally, I think it's really cool. And I'm glad that DC and Marvel, well, they're competitors, but they're not like so competitive in the comic space, so they can't cross over and talk about each other at all. I love that. And I also think that it's important that, brand synergy and stuff, and since they were doing pretty big stuff at the time, right? Like they were doing DC was on the lead up to DC KO, and Marvel was on the lead up to like ending the Ultimate Universe, I think. So that's important, and I'm glad that they kind of pivoted to being more of a, you know, melting pot, I guess you could say, of, you know, just the comic space. You know, I think that's awesome, and you know, Image already did that with Spider-Man, so we got pretty much all our bases covered. If there's ever a time, mark my words, if there's ever a time in comic book history where Image Comics, Marvel, and DC all cross over at the same time, I would eat my own shoe. I'm gonna do the James Gunn thing. No. I'll make it better. I'll shave my head. If that happens, I'm going to cry like a baby, tears of joy, and shave my head. So, you know, that's cool. I just turned on the light. That's a ad. So, yeah, there you go. That's just my little thing right there. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Not bad. Tangent. I also feel like I just love the whole, you know, Superman and Spider-Man, they work so well. Like, they're so nice. It's so cool. You know, like, Superman's dynamic not giving up with Peter Parker's guilt and reason for why he's Spider-Man, and Superman trying to help him. Oh my god. Tears. And I'm excited with what, you know, Nightwing X-23 might bring and the future of that if they continue it. So, yeah, maybe I'll make a video about it someday. It's not compressed into 5 different things, you know? That's what I'm doing, in case you didn't know, because the intro was kind of bum. 5 mini tangents that I can't make into full videos. So, yeah. I'm just glad I got to share this one of the 5. Yes, I'm recording on the same day. That's why I have the t-shirt. I don't wear t-shirts every day. Like the same thing. I'm not Steve Jobs. So, yeah. Also, this is me. Hello. On to the next one. On to the next one. Okay, so currently, as I'm making this, brand new day is about 26 days away. And we just got reports that Yelena and Spider-Man are going to, well, obviously Spider-Man's in it, but Yelena's going to be in it. And you can look it over yourself, but let's just say they're doing a non-PG thing. Like, they're not doing bad, big PG thing, non-PG thing. But they're both not wearing a t-shirt. Right? If you catch my drift. I love this camera. Oh my god. Like, I'm sorry. If I'm not able to use the camera, then this whole entire video is just not going to be able to go. But anyways. So, I guess Peter's through with MJ. Hold up. Yeah, Peter. MJ, you're done. Where's all It's a celebration. Boys, it's officially party time. Yes, sir. Oh my god. Now you don't have to do that whole entire, when the X-Men get introduced, you don't have to do the whole Krakoa arc where MJ gets taken over by the weird robot lady and you have to go over to save her just for her to yell in her face that she didn't need saving. Oh my god! So yeah, I mean, if I was Peter Parker, all I'm saying is my web fluid would definitely be different if I had Florence Pugh in my apartment. We might have to cut that thing. That's a little too much for my. I did the Blue Beetle joke though. Yeah, I did the Blue Beetle. Yeah, I'm fine. Fine. So that's great. Let's go, W. Peter or whoever that guy is, random guy. Yeah. Cool. Just add another guy in there. We already got Ramrod, Boomerang, Tombstone, Scorpion, Tarantula, and a whole bunch more. Hand, Punisher, Sadie Sink, who everyone thinks is going to be Jean Grey. I also think she would probably be like the Punisher's sidekick lady that he had in the comics. Also, I don't know why Jean Grey would be a villain. You know, we're going to get into it. But yeah. That's all I'm going to say. As the wonderful, legendary Stan Lee once said. Enough said. Later, dude and dudettes. Remember, MJ's the worst. Paul had no right. And Peter's going to be living good. So, would I be a friend of humanity if I hated the X-Men? Whoa. Let me cut this booing off real quick. As when I was younger, I never really knew the X-Men. I didn't watch the movies. I didn't read the comics. You know, they just weren't interesting to me. Obviously, I knew who like Wolverine was because he's the poster child. And until he's 90, Wolverine's going to be in the X-Men. But like, I didn't know, everyone. I didn't know Jean Grey and stuff, And when I started getting into Marvel and stuff, I was like, oh, well, what's this team? And they're like, it's the X-Men, and we're gonna blah blah blah. And then a little while ago, I watched the first X-Men movie. I watched like half of it, and I know I didn't do it justice, but I couldn't get into it. But then something changed. The new X Factor books came out, and that kind of changed my point of view a little, because the X Factor books, or they're just like too tough. I love the new group with like Angel, my goat. But yeah, I never really got into the X-Men. I'm not Rob Liefeld's child. Even though I kind of look like him. Wait. Anyways, now I'm Rob Liefeld. No, Captain America. Ooh. Captain America. So anyways, I'm not I wasn't a big X-Men fan. I met Chris Claremont, and I didn't know him from X-Men. That's horrible, right? That's just bad. Because he's the X-Men guy, I guess. And I was like, I love the work you did. I just want a handshake. Thank you, young man, who I've never met and will never see again. I'm coming for you, Chris. I'm coming for you. Terrificon 2026. Save the date. You're going to get destroyed. I'm going to find you. I'm going to shake your hand again. You're not going to know who I am. But that's okay, because I already know who you are. And I have better questions this time. So, you're cooked. Anyways, yeah. X-Men in 5. X-Men in 5. I like Cyclops. because he's the blue boy scout. He's the boy. He's the cool guy. And then underrated. I know this is something not many people I guess liked. I wasn't really in the fandom at this point. I just reread Secret Wars, the 2015 one, and I liked Phoenix Force Cyclops because he was too tough with it. He almost killed Doom. To be fair, everyone almost killed Doom, but he was like burning him alive and stuff. And then Doctor Doom just cracked his neck, and that apparently killed him for no reason. I thought the Phoenix Force, Phoenix is literally you die, you turn to ash, and you come back again. Didn't get the memo, Scotty? What? Bulls in 5? What? Scotty, what are you doing? Anyways, I like the X-Men. They have some good-looking people. I'm done. I'm done. Yeah. Overall, love the X-Men. I'm making a whole video on it. Whole 20, 40-minute video, whatever I decide to do. I don't really care. So we're gonna check it out. You're supposed to give me a thumbs up. So 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I see you over there. And you too. I see you. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you. You didn't give me a thumbs up. That was rude. Alright, I'm tweaking. See you later. I was going to do a CAM TV out type of thing where I just yell it at the top of my lungs, but I don't want to. That's too crazy. I'm not going to do that in the next one. Guys, for the last time, I am not Rob Liefeld's son. I know none of you were thinking that, but I just want to clarify, because of the hair, people think I'm Rob Liefeld's son. I'm not Rob Liefeld's son. God, I wouldn't want to be Dan Slott's son either, now wouldn't I? Huh? Someone that I hung out with, he said that I look like Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps' son. I don't even know who that is. I mean, I know Michael Phelps. I don't know his son if he has one. 22 gold medals? What, you think my dad's Michael Phelps? I wish. Life of luxury. Jeez. Not that I'm pretty good, but I can't look no more Michael Phelps. No more. I don't look like Rob Liefeld. God. If anyone needed that, you're welcome. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Sorry about that. I slid a little too far. As I was saying. Now, I know I haven't done that many DC videos, and I'm sorry about that, because, I know, that's kind of annoying, right? Oh, look at this content creator who's equally opportunistic about DC and Marvel. Guess I just did that. Why is he doing more Marvel stuff? The reason is I don't read DC like that, Like, I used to get some DC comics, but now I slid my roll, I don't know. I'm a Marvel fan. I've loved Marvel. I've watched all the Marvel movies, shows, even She-Hulk. So that kind of is sad. But I've done that, and the only really big DC thing, I saw Superman, of course, and I'm gonna go see Supergirl, but the only big DC thing that I watched is the CW's Flash and 2 seasons of Legends of Tomorrow. So I don't really have a good gauge on the subject. All I know is that my GOAT Booster Gold and Blue Beetle are amazing. Also, I met Mark Waid and I got a copy of Absolute Power, and I said, write on this now. I didn't say it like that, but I said hey man, Mr. Wade, can you please write on this? I'm your biggest fan. I like him, but he's no Umberto Ramos. He's no Umberto Ramos. He's no John Romita Jr. He's no like that. I'm not trying to sit over here and LARP like I know Mark Waid like that. I just So I was like, oh, thank you. And he also signed a Daredevil Funko Pop because Charlie Cox wasn't there, even though he said he'd be there on the ticket. I didn't I didn't DM him and say, hey dude, where are you? That would be cool though. But still, yeah. Wait, what was the topic? What was the topic? Oh, DC and Marvel. Oh my god, I just had a brain freeze. Okay, not good. DC and Marvel. Yeah, I read some Absolute Power. I've read some Flash. I have a whole stash of Flash books, and I have some Batman. I have Batman Heat. I've got. I was gonna get The Dark Knight Returns. I didn't get it. Kill me in the comments. Kill me, flame me, spear me to death. I'm sorry. What'd I get instead? I got The Saga of Sam Wilson. Hold on. Okay. I got my books here. These are almost... Okay. So, instead of getting The Dark Knight Returns, which is arguably one of, if not the best Batman run, apparently, in the whole world, except for maybe Long Halloween. I got Captain America, The Saga of Sam Wilson, Daredevil, No Fear, and Ultimate Incursion. So I got 3 Marvel comic books for the price and a half of Dark Knight Returns. So I could have bought so I've reflected on my past mistakes. That was at Barnes & Noble. So they upcharge you, right? Don't go to Barnes & Noble for comic books. Don't do that. Go to a comic shop if you have any local ones. Or what's another good one? There's some good comics. I don't know. Universal. I gotta make a video about that. Yeah. So if you're still watching this, somehow me rambling on and on about different topics, I just wanted to make this video because these are all the videos I can't put into long form, on their own. So I wanted to combine all of them and feed it to you with some clever humor along the way. I guess. So anyways, that was me from CAM2B. Thank you so much for watching if you're still watching for some reason. And 2 words of advice. 1, if you have a dream, do what you need to do with it. Just let it happen. Just let your dream keep going and expanding. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because if they don't think the dream's possible, then they're just not believing in you enough. You have to believe in what you can do for yourself. Holy Andrew Tate. Second thing is I'm not right. Rob Liefeld's son. Allegedly. So, there you go. Thank you all. That was me from CAMTV. Have a great night. Don't worry. I won't let the bedbugs bite. Just go. Click off the video.